Sometimes we carry a burden that no one else can see, and sometimes we can feel trapped in a world of darkness. And sometimes we can feel a sense of tranquility that we haven't experienced in years. The calmness of nature, the fresh scent of the earth, and the sunlight warm on my face. A place where I can be myself without the weight of sorrow crushing my spirit. The weight on my heart seemed to lighten, and for the first time in years, I felt a glimmer of hope. I know I still have a long way to go, but I have found a path to healing. My tiny seedlings have begun to stir beneath the soil. Carrot and mandarin trees that I planted from seed, they're all eager to see the world. And this is a lemon tree that I planted from seed as well. A few of my squash have also sprung up. They're the ones that were given to me by Kathy from Little Garden Big Dreams. I'll need to take them out of these pots soon. Hopefully they will survive. Inside our little off-grid shed, I knew that I had to prepare a nice meal before I had to go away back to Brisbane for a short time. I decided to make a chicken casserole. That dish always brought comfort and warmth. Rosemary, thyme and oregano were some of the herbs that I used, filling the air with their fragrant aromas and using up all of our unused vegetables. We've had some great opportunities come our way recently with work, and it's sort of left our family in turmoil, and we've been torn between pursuing a brighter tomorrow and having time apart as a family. But it means that we would be able to have a better life and opportunities we've never dreamed of. And it's not going to be forever. It's just been hard to imagine our family being apart when we've always been together. So it's time for us to pack up and get on the road. We were leaving Paul behind on his own. But love knows no boundaries. So here we were, dreaming of a future together and driving away from each other. Back on Chimney Creek Farm, Paul embraced his role, chopping wood to keep the shed warm. So if you're new here, we're an off-grid family in Australia, embracing a life less ordinary as we immerse ourselves in nature and strive to leave a positive impact on the environment around us. Far away from the hustle and bustle of city life, our shed is nestled in the heart of this rugged land, where the sun-kissed horizons and starlit nights become our constant companions. Paul missed us terribly, and the goats have been visiting Paul to keep him company. Our off-grid property is a haven for a diverse array of wildlife. Every morning we wake up to the sweet serenade of native birds, and in the evening we watch the breathtaking sunsets paint the sky with hues of red and gold. Aren't they so cute? I think there's about 11 or 12 of them up there. And Paul's been having fun mowing the charcoal lawns or grass. We have 1 month left of winter here in Australia, and so some of our plants seem to be coming back to life a little bit. This was our oregano that got eaten after we removed the protector, so we decided to put the protector back on. And then we've got our little rosemary plants that we planted by cutting, so hopefully they'll survive the winter all right. And the oregano is coming back after it died back from the frost. We are still experiencing 0 overnight now though. And the lemon verbena that I thought was completely dead, it's got tiny little leaves coming back as well. And this rosemary plant has got more flowers on it than I've seen any rosemary plant ever have, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. And this little cutting has it too. And then our lavender seems to be surviving the winter okay. Some of our trees in pots look like they're struggling a little bit though. Our olive tree looks like it's handling the cold weather okay. Most kinds of olive trees are well adapted to the Mediterranean climate, which is basically hot, dry summers and mild, wet winters. It's not really like that here, but they are also relatively cold tolerant compared to some other fruit trees, but they're not well suited for extremely cold temperatures, so it's done quite well so far. And I think they can withstand short periods of light frost or temperatures slightly below freezing, so hopefully it should be fine. So I've heard that the olive trees don't really produce much fruit if they're in the colder areas, so we'll see. I think that one might have been thyme or something, but it looks completely dead. And here's our other lavender plant. And this tall one, it looks like it could be a bottle brush or something like that. And our mint looks like it's coming back over after the cold frost killed it back, so that's pretty exciting as well. The chives don't look to be doing so well, and the mint looks like it's taking over that area anyway. There are some small parts of the chives that look like they're coming back though. So those of you that have been following along with us on our journey, you'll know that 3 or 4 weeks ago we had a huge fire that tore through our property and burnt about 90% of our land. And you can see now that after 3 or 4 weeks, the grass is still trying to come back, and you can see a little bit of green in between the brown and black out there, which is nice to see. And all the wildlife are returning as well. It's hard to believe that there was actually nothing much but ashes and despair here 4 weeks ago. As the flame licked the sky and the land turned into an inferno, all the animals had fled in terror, seeking safety wherever they could. And the once lush vegetation that adorned the landscape was reduced to a blackened skeleton. For days and weeks, the land mourned its loss and the animals grieved for their beloved home. Days turned into weeks, and slowly the land began to cool and signs of life began to emerge from the ashes. The first tender green shoots of grass dared to break through the scorched ground. The resilience of this land is amazing, and I saw hope in this renewal. The kangaroos hop among the new grasses. And in the evenings, when the sun dipped below the horizon and the world turned dark, we would look up at the starlit sky, knowing that although physically separated, we were forever connected to the universe and to each other.